Hey guys, my name is Al-Ahmad and today I'll be talking about how submarines work. So let's start looking at this. We got a tank that's partially filled with water and an empty water bottle. Now, if I place the bottle inside, we can see that it floats. If I fill the bottle with water, and then I put it back inside, we can see that the bottle sinks. This phenomenon can be described by buoyancy. There are two forces acting on the bottle. One of them is the gravitational force, which acts downwards, and it's equal to the weight of the bottle. The second one is the buoyant force, which acts upwards, and it's equal to the weight of the volume that is displaced. Initially, the bottle was floating, which means that the density of the bottle is less than the density of water, and the buoyant force was equal to the gravitational force. When the bottle was filled with water, the weight of the bottle was increased while the volume was fixed. This means that the density of the bottle was increased and became more dense than water, and thus it sunk. Now let's look at submarines. Unlike other ships that can only float on water, a submarine can sink and come back to the surface at any time. What makes a submarine special is that it can control its buoyancy. Submarines have special tanks that can be filled with either air or water. When the submarine is floating on water, the tanks are filled with air to keep the submarine less dense than water, and it floats because the weight of the submarine is equal to the weight of the water that is displaced. The same as the water bottle when it was initially filled with air. Now, if the submarine decides to sink, the air inside the tanks is released through a vent, and the tanks are then flooded with water. This makes the submarine denser than the surrounding water, which means that the weight of the submarine is greater than the buoyant force that's acting on it, which is exactly what was happening to the water bottle when it was filled with water. If the submarine decides to go back up again, the water inside the tank is released and replaced by air through the air supply that is equipped inside the submarine. Thank you guys for watching, and if any of you guys want to know more about submarines and how people live inside, please feel free to visit the references.